Hi, everybody. I'm Nisha Trivedi, and I'm a senior consultant at mbaMission. And today I'm here to talk to you about the Berkeley Haas School of Business essays for this year's Haas application. And so let's look at the two essays, the two core essays that are in the application this year. Essay 1 says, tell us a 6-word story that reflects a memorable experience in your life to date. Elaborate on why it is meaningful to you. And you're to do this in 300 words. Essay 2 asks, briefly describe your immediate post-MBA career goal and discuss how it will put you on a path to a meaningful and rewarding career. And this is 300 words. And the reason we're looking at these two essays together is that your goal with the Haas application, and with actually all of your applications, your MBA applications this year, is to provide the admissions committee with the full picture of who you are personally and professionally, which means that you want to choose the topics that will really help you provide a multi-dimensional view of yourself to the admissions committee. And in Haas's case, it's with essay 1, essay 2, as well as the optional essay that they give you the option of writing if there's anything else you want to explain in your candidacy. So think about the 3 essays as a portfolio that gives a well-rounded picture of you to the admissions committee. So with that, let's start looking at the essays individually. So starting with essay 1. Essay 1 is, of course, yes, the 6-word story that reflects the memorable experience in your life, and you elaborate on why that experience is meaningful to you in 300 words. So you're probably wondering, well, which experience do I write about? I have a lot of memories, I have a lot of experiences in my life. So here's a few things to consider. One is you want to think about, be strategic. You want to think about how you want to present yourself as an applicant and as an individual. What are the traits and characteristics that you think are core to you that you really want to make sure come across in your application? What are the inflection points in your life that you feel the admissions committee has to know about to truly get to know you as a person, since that's their goal in reading your application, to get to know you as a person. So think about what is an experience in your life that really will allow them to do that and will allow you to communicate what you think is what makes you who you are. And with that, again, what you'll want to consider also is what you're going to say in the other essays. So that's going to be essay 2, which is very career focused, and the optional essay if you choose to write that. So again, you want to think about your essays as really 3 pieces in a puzzle that make you who you are. So think about what you're writing about in those essays so that here you could focus on something different and show the admissions committee another side of yourself. And the first thing is, of course, the 6-word story. You're probably thinking, well, 6 words isn't that many, how am I supposed to get it down to 6 words? A couple of things that'll make it easier. One is that you can use contractions. You can say can't, didn't, won't, things like that. And that's going to help you, economize the words even more. And you don't need to use perfect grammar, which means it doesn't have to be a 6-word sentence. That's tricky to do. It could just be a phrase. So don't sweat this too much. You really can, give something, you can really say something meaningful in 6 words. And the purpose of these 6 words is really to captivate and intrigue the admissions reader and leave him or her wanting to learn more. You want them to read these 6 words and think, oh, it's really piqued my interest. Now I want to know what do these words mean? What's the experience about? My interest is really piqued. So that's really your goal with the 6 words. Think of them as a teaser to the 300-word story that you're going to write about in terms of sharing your experience. And so with the 6 words piquing their interest, the 300-word portion is really supposed to unravel any mystery that you set up in those 6 words and show who you are, show your character, and clarify the experience that you've written about. Why is it's memorable, but why was it meaningful to you? How has it shaped who you are today? And in learning these things, the admissions committee will gain a critical sense of understanding of who you are as a person and what's shaped you. So that's the purpose of this essay, to really teach the admissions committee who you are, and through an experience that's had a lot of meaning to you, maybe something that changed the course of your life or made you think about certain things differently. So think carefully about how you want the admissions committee to understand you. So with that, let's move on to essay number 2. Essay number 2 is much more straightforward. It's saying, briefly describe your immediate post-MBA career goal and discuss how it will put you on the path to a meaningful and rewarding career. And it's 300 words, just like essay 1 was. The purpose of this essay is simply to share with the admissions committee how you're currently thinking about your career goals and development. They do know that once you get to business school, you'll learn different things, you'll be exposed to different ideas that might end up shifting what you want to do after business school. But what they want to know is, how are you currently thinking about things? What's your area of focus? What didn't inspire you to apply to business school this year? Clearly, you must have some sort of goal in mind. So how are you thinking about it? And really, it's not just about what is that goal. What's important is, why? Why do you have the post-MBA career goal that you do? What motivates you to attain this goal and to pursue your MBA to do it? And with that, it will give them some insight into what's your vision for the future. So really, they want to know, what's your post-MBA goal? What are you thinking as of now? Why? What motivates you towards that goal? And how is that a step in a greater career? And not just any career, but one that's fulfilling, one that is meaningful to you, and one that you'll find rewarding. And again, the key words here: meaningful and rewarding. They don't just want to know, okay, well, I want, this is the next step in my career because it will help me make more money, it will help me attain a leadership position, I'll get to make more decisions. All of those things are important. There's nothing wrong with them, but it's not what you're going to be discussing here. What you're going to be discussing here is, why is that career path one that you feel strongly about? Why do you think that it plays to your strengths? Why are you excited about it? And what sort of impact do you hope to make? And why is that impact particularly important to you? And so when you're writing about this career goal, what you really want to do is show, again, not just what that goal is, but show your passion for it, your enthusiasm for that goal in the career you're embarking on, your authenticity. Again, be who you are, write about what you want to do, not just what you think the committee wants to hear, and your drive. Because clearly, if you're embarking on this MBA journey, the career that you have in mind, the post-MBA goal, must be one that is very important to you. So I hope that was helpful. Very best of luck on your application. If you want to learn more, I would definitely encourage you to visit mbaMission's website. We have on our blog essay analyses for many of the top schools, and we also have an optional essay guide. And this will help you with that optional essay for Haas as well as for the other schools if you choose to write it. So with that, again, best of luck with your Haas application, with all your applications, and thanks so much for tuning in.